Interesting when you think about it. 23 years ago, December the 6th, was the massacre in Montreal at Polytechnic University. And tonight is the Vigil. We have the December 6th Vigil. Joining us to talk about this is Yamikani Msosa. She was the Public Education Coordinator with the Sexual Assault Support Center of Ottawa. Long title, very important. And also Kim Dube is joining us. She's a community member of the Women's Events Network who are on board the event for today. 23 years ago, it is amazing, and this becomes a very important evening, the December 6th Vigil. What is today about?
So today we are going to be not only remembering and mourning those who have been murdered from intimate partner violence, but we are also going to be highlighting survivors. So December 6th, 23 years ago at the Polytechnic, 14 engineering students, who were particularly women, were killed because they were women. And so today is the National Day of Action and Remembrance for Violence Against Women. So we will be having a vigil to highlight survivors and also to highlight those who have been killed.
And in so doing, you have interesting speakers that are coming on board tonight, and that was something that was important for you guys coming on board. What can people expect, and who's speaking tonight?
Tonight we will be having 5 speakers in total. One from our own Ottawa community, from the Eastern Ottawa Resource Center, Michelle Lemieux, who's a counselor in the Violence Against Women program. And we will also be having a woman joining us from Montreal, who's a sister of Maud Aviarnik, who was killed at the December 6th Polytechnic massacre back in 1989. And our third speakers, which are 3 sisters of our own Elmer woman, Lucia Medoras, who was also murdered back in 2008 by her husband. So all 3 sisters are going to be speaking about their stories and sharing with the community what happened to their sisters.
We're looking at 3 very different situations, but really when it comes down to it, it shows statistically that a lot of these are happening by, in domestic violence cases, by husbands, by people that are in close association.
Absolutely. So we know that about 3 to 4 women will experience some form of sexual violence, some form of intimate partner violence, some form of family-related violence. So the stats are really high. So if you think of 3 out of 4, that's a pretty high statistic.
It's a scary statistic, actually, in that we are still talking about things like this, but I think remembering and understanding what happened in the past is still as crucial. Can people get involved in tonight's vigil? What are you looking for from the public?
Absolutely. Well, we're looking for people to show up. The vigil is going to be at Minto Park at 6 o'clock. And it will be started by some Aboriginal drummers from the community. And we're hoping that people can just support with bodies, and that's really what we're looking for, to send a message that violence against women is still a reality, and it's something that we need to talk about.
And I think what's interesting, this is right around Elgin. The Minto Park is on Elgin Street, and that has become a crucial part in terms of the Take Back the Night, the Clothesline Project. So this has really become kind of the main point for that kind of the group gatherings.
Absolutely.
And very quickly, the Women's Network, and this is something that's important to you. What is it that the members are doing? That's something that I hadn't heard of.
The Women's Event Network is a coalition of organizations within the Ottawa community that works in the violence against women movement. They come together 4 times a year to organize 4 different events, mainly the Clothesline Project in May, Take Back the Night in September, the Vigil that's happening tonight, and International Women's Day in March. So it's women from all organizations, counselors, community members that come together to organize these 4 events.
Well, I think very important events for sure. Thank you for sharing it with us. And, I guess we will see you 4 times a year in terms of being able to people understanding this. And once again, the vigil, the December 6th vigil happening tonight, everything getting underway at around 5:55 at the Minto Park, which is right off of Elgin Street. Pleasure to have you on the show again.